this is my second video. If I just recorded, I basically just clicked off of the Zelda one about Triforce Heroes region locking, and I'm going to another one because this is huge news. If you don't know about the list of world's top 100 brands, this is basically a list of brands. This began in 2001 of the top 100 brands that actually, I guess, matter and make the most impact. Nintendo has been on this list for a long time, and this is the first time that they've been excluded. Now, let me tell you about this. Everybody goes, well, who cares about the list? This list shows top 100 brands and what they earn versus the rest of the world, and it means that Nintendo is not even in the top 100 brands. Let me show you some brands on here. Let me read them off here. I'm going to put the link down below. There's a PDF. Apple is number one. Google is right behind them, and they flip-flop. They fight Microsoft, IBM, Visa, AT&T, Verizon, Coke, McDonald's, Marlboro. It's crazy. I'm not nothing to get smokers or anything. Facebook, Amazon, and I'm skipping over along. Wells Fargo, UPS, Disney, blah, 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 blah. See, who else I think is kind of comical that has more value than Nintendo, at least in this list? MasterCard, Walmart, T-Mobile, Nike. There's Starbucks, Budweiser, of course. The Subway, HP, Oracle, Samsung, Exxon Mobil. A lot more here. I'm skipping FedEx, Gillette. Well, hey, personal care, they're number 52. Colgate, Intel, DHL, Cisco, Siemens, eBay. And about toward the end of the list, you got Gucci, Honda, Pepsi, Ford, KFC, number 83. KFC chicken has more value than Nintendo. Huh. Anyway. LinkedIn, PayPal, Chase, Twitter, Red Bull, Bank of America, Costco, and that's it. There's a lot more here I'm skipping over. I just ones that kind of pop out to me. These KFC. Nothing wrong with KFC and chicken. American chicken fast food restaurant, which is sitting at 83, has more value, is higher up. It seems like has more clout than Nintendo. And now some people go, wow, you're just really nitpicking. Well, you're watching a picky old gamer. Come on, people. But this is the list. They're showing you here brand value in millions. Oh, see, it's not just because somebody made a list arbitrarily. They're showing how much the brand is valued. 12,641 million or 12.6 billion. I guess that's right. In the very, very top page, like I said, the very, very top is Apple. And Apple is 246.9 million. I guess that's 246 billion. Google's 173.6 billion. And the thing about it is Sony's not on this list. I would say that. I don't know this, but the thing about it is Nintendo is the first time ever they've been excluded from this list. That's big. I just got through, like I said, making that video about Hyrule Warrior, or Triforce Heroes, excuse me. They region lock in the online part. Fuck you people. Fuck everybody. Hey, you want to play with a friend overseas in a different region with, a really cool multiplayer Zelda game? No, you don't need to do that. Nintendo knows best. But you're not even valued in the top 100 brands now. This shows the decline of Nintendo, and it's not me, it's not the gaming industry, I'm going to show you right up here. This is the new version of Nintendo. Wait for it. Yep. I'm calling Nintendo Grandpa Simpson. That's my inside joke. Grandpa Simpson is famous for some people who are not American on the multi-seasonal hit show The Simpsons. They're in the 27th season. Grandpa Simpson is loved by the family, but he's relegated to the retirement home. He's trying, and the whole point of his character, he tries to find relevance. He tries to find relevance in his life. Nintendo's trying to find their relevance by shoving amiibos down people's throat, but then turning around doing stupid stuff with them, restrict region locking online play, and the Wii U's fine. Let's list out what's wrong with Nintendo. The Wii U's a fucking failure. I don't care about it. I've seen so many videos on it, and the fanboys and fangirls of Nintendo are finally saying, enough, we cannot support you. The Wii U's a failure. It's a great system overall. Mario Maker, I finally tried it this weekend. It almost makes me want to buy a system. I won't buy it. Sorry, Nintendo. You pulled out a system that is, the Wii had a gimmick, and it sold over 100 million units, and it was great, but it didn't have the games. Not a lot of them. It took a while to get to them, and now you come out with another gimmick, and you're doing good for a little bit there, and then you didn't release in the right cycle with weak hardware, and now you're behind. People are canceling games on it. We don't want to make something for the Wii U. Nope. So, second, amiibos. What the fuck? You can't make it actually good. I mean, hell, even Disney Infinity, you could go out. Now, I was in Toys R Us this weekend, and I could find the original Disney Infinity 1.0 crystals. Toys R Us probably had them in the back, and they had 2 and 3, a lot of 3.0, and right behind was Lego Dimension, which, oh gosh, that game looks good. Another subject before I get off that. You can still find a lot of that stuff. But what do you do with amiibos? You artificially inflate their value, and you artificially lower the amount of stock you have, and you fuck with the supply and demand, and you make scalpers go out there and get some amiibos nobody else can hardly get, and you think that's good for business. You just piss your fans off. You shit on your fans. I don't have any amiibos. I think 1 or 2 I want to kind of collect. My wife saw a really neat Luigi, and we could put them up there. I got some amiibos right back here, Disney Infinities right back here. I still keep because they're great, even though I don't have the game no more. And we'll collect a few of them. They're neat, but you haven't done it right. You just made it to where people run out and try to beat everybody to get it. You didn't make it fun. Okay. 3. If I can get my thing. 3. You go up there and you fucking go after YouTubers. No, you can't you cannot put video up there. Oh my God, you're infringing on our copyright. Yeah. And you put this stupid Nintendo program that YouTube, which bows down to you, and you fuck people over. I'll go back to it, and Angry Joe does not pay me, has not asked me to say a word about him. But I saw his Mario Party video. It was fucking fun. And you sons of bitches, Nintendo, you pulled it down. It was goddamn awesome. Fuck you, Nintendo. It was fun. And you fucking did that. And now, not only that, part 2 of fucking when number 4, you're going after speedrunners. And people with tool-assisted speedruns. You cannot do that. You're messing with stuff that is... Nobody cares, Nintendo. You're just taking a big bucket of shit and dumping it on your fans. You make no sense. What, are you going to go after Games Done Quick, which I promote them, and they don't ask me to do it, that make money for cancer research and doctors got boards? Are you going to go after them now? You better not, because you will pretty much dig yourself your own grave. You go after people that play these games for charity, because you guys are fucking idiots. What else about Nintendo? Number 5, Nintendo Network ID is tied to a piece of hardware. That makes sense, boys and girls. That doesn't make sense. I put in my Xbox One in there, and I just signed into it with my Xbox Live, or I signed then also my PS4. I dropped in there, signed it into it with my PlayStation account. Let me tell you something, Nintendo. It just worked. An ID is tied to a fucking console. Are you goddamn kidding me? Oh, that's right. You don't understand fucking the internet. I just did a video, Triforce Heroes. We're going to region lock online because that's Nintendo's way. You don't understand anything. You're so dead and archaic almost. You are Grandpa Simpson. I don't care. You're Grandpa Simpson. Fuck you, people. You don't get it. You buy something on your Wii U, you want to pick up your 3DS, and you have to buy it again. That smells a little fishy. I don't know why somebody hasn't smacked you, especially in the United States, with some legal action about that. That's bullshit. And also, okay, 6. Your Wii Virtual Console, or the Virtual Console itself, all the Virtual Consoles. 5. What prices are you selling? Because some people went out and ripped ROMs off cartridges that you didn't make and weren't making money off of. Then you want to sell them for, what, $5 starting out for a damn Nintendo game when some people could go actually hold the cartridge in their hand, possibly even give them for $1 or $2. And it goes way up for Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64. It ought to be Nintendo's $1, Super Nintendo's $2, $3 for Nintendo 64. That's my pricing. Makes sense. And some people go, well, that's $3. $3 for a Nintendo 64 game you may hardly have hard time finding. And then you don't even let the 3DS do anything past the NES. It has plenty of ARM core processors to do Super Nintendo at least, and it's already played in Nintendo 64 games like Ocarina of Time. Yet you won't allow the Virtual Consoles to download onto it. No, only on the big consoles. That's number 7. That's segregating your Virtual Console. Nah. On Super Nintendo over here, you can't play Super Nintendo on the go. Well, fine, fuck you. People go buy those Retro Duo or Super Boys. They'll just go buy the fucking things, find a cartridge, or put a flash card in it, and they'll emulate it on the go. People do it all the time. They don't need your stupid shit. Again, bucket of shit you're pouring on your fans because you're dicks. No, don't say that. No, Pickyo Gamer's an asshole. He hates Nintendo. Fuck you people tell me I hate Nintendo. That's why I'm going and pulling out my old Nintendo consoles with love and find these old cartridges. And I'm going to be hooking all my get the Nintendo 64, get a Sega Genesis, all this stuff. I love the consoles. I'm going and finding and playing. I had fun 2 or 3 weeks ago when I found DuckTales and played on my NES, and I beat it again. And yeah, I hate Nintendo. No, I hate how they are become. Because they're going to go the way of Sega, and we're not going to have any consoles. We're going to have Amiibos and multi-plat releases across Sony and Microsoft's consoles. That's all we're going to see in Nintendo. Or they might keep up with the handhelds. Oh, number 8. You say you release a new 3DS with updated specs that segregate or change up how the games can release on it. Like there's games they're only releasing for the new 3DS, and Hyrule Warriors is only going to have 3D on the new one because you decided to update the hardware and processing specs of a console, of a handheld console. You don't do that. They're not computers. They're not meant to be updating the CPU and the GPU and the fucking shit like that. You're releasing a game for the 3DS, and for everybody, most people that have the 3DS and 3DS XL, they won't have 3D if they want it. That's bullshit. I was talking about the Binding of Isaac. It's in the Nintendo. He's shopping somebody. I apologize for not having your name pointed out in comments below. I'll definitely give you credits. I'll go back here and give you a credit for the user who proposed this. But Binding of Isaac takes dual sticks to play. Okay, I get that. So that's one I can see the indie developer put on the new one instead of the old one. I get that. But the one that came out, I can't remember. I don't care. Remember that came out with the new 3DS. You didn't have to make it just for that. Did you have to put the game out on the 3DS? Hyrule Warriors with no 3D. You basically just said, screw you people, you don't get 3D because we're going to make it look great on the new one, and you can buy it. And oh yeah, when you buy the new 3DS, just like I've said before, you don't get a charger. Nintendo knows people are going to buy it again. They don't even include a charger. Why? Because customers are their bitches. They don't respect customers. They don't care. They know they're going to buy it. So we'll come back to it on 15 minutes in. Nintendo excluded from the list of world's top 100 brands for the first time. Why? I just gave you a bunch of reasons and I'm missing some. And Interbrand, I'll quote this article, quote, Interbrand justifies the snub by saying that Nintendo is not keeping up with the changes in people's lives. That I get, and they're right. Specifically points out Nintendo's unwillingness to jump into the mobile gaming scene earlier than it did outfits like Amazon and Facebook were cited as examples of companies that increase their brand's value by rapidly adopting new trends. No. Mobile has not a goddamn thing to do with it. Nintendo they don't know their fans anymore. They haven't known their fans for a long time. They're about trying to make money. The only reason Amiibos are out is so they wouldn't be in the red and actually make some money. And they were in the red until Amiibos came out. They were losing money. Grandpa. I don't have a problem saying it. I don't care if people are going to get pissed off at me here and flame me or not. Nintendo is failing. They're falling out of top 100 brands for 2015. Will they come back into it? Wait, nobody knows. Nobody knows what the fuck they're going to do with the NX. Is it going to be a platform? Is it going to be a new console only? Is it going to get rid of optical? Are they going to go with a cartridge kind of solid state device? Nobody knows because Nintendo. They have no forward thinking about a Nintendo network. And Nintendo network IDs moving around. Even when the one leak, I think it was off NeoGAF or Reddit. Somebody had, that person who had an NDA. And they even said there, if that's true, take it with a grain of salt, ladies and gentlemen. If that's true, they said Nintendo network IDs will still be the same. They'll still be tied to stuff. What the fuck? Again, rumor. Who cares? It may not be. But nobody knows what Nintendo's going to do with the damn NX. Nobody knows. They're not in the top 100 anymore by brand value. They've lost their touch and their connection with their players, and frankly, the two things right now is coming out the 3DS is the only thing that keeps me with my 3DS. I mean, it's a great system. There's other great games I probably need to go back and play, but I will not buy a Wii U. I thought about finding one, unless I found one so dirt cheap, under $150, somebody just gets rid of it on Craigslist. I might. Because I'm not going to have a Wii again. I'm just not going to have one like that. I hope to God that the Nintendo NX, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm thinking about trying, unless it is absolutely stupid, I will try to invest into it. Even if they may be going crazy with it, I'd invest into it and maybe get some backward compatibility with the Wii U. But right now the Wii U, it doesn't even appeal to me. So, 18 minutes into it. And people are going to say Pickio Gamer hates Nintendo. I don't hate Nintendo. I love Nintendo. I have my NES, my Super Nintendo. It's in my intro. You see my intro. Those are my Nintendo, Super Nintendo that my parents bought me. Well, the Super Nintendo I bought I bought it with my own allowance. I saved up for it. Of course, my parents gave me an allowance, but I've made myself save up and buy that. And of course, they bought me the Nintendo. I own those. I went and found cartridges. I love Nintendo. I still got my Game Boy I got to get from my parents' house after I moved. I got the original Game Boy. It still works. I love Nintendo. But I don't want them to go the way they're going now. So, leave me a comment below. Argue. You can disagree with me. Just, don't take shots at me. I'm not going to take flame it. I'm not going to get in a flame war. But if you disagree with me, disagree with me. Go to Pickio Gamer at Twitter. Subscribe there. Thank you for everybody subscribing here, passing me around, and show my channel off to everybody else. And just everybody have a good day. Pickio Gamer.